Hey everybody, Ray Landis here with another guitar adventure, and I want to share with you today this product that I'm trying out for the very first time, and it's an imitation Inlay sticker by Giacomo, J-O-C-K-O-M-O, Giacomo Inlay stickers. And the reason I want to do this is because I have a guitar that is really super nice, but because I'm colorblind, it's this Schecter guitar. It's a Nick Johnston signature PT Diamond Series guitar. Really nice configuration. It's got a humbucker in the neck position. It's got a really nice wiring setup where you can split the coil, and you have two single coils if you want to. And I'll come back and review this guitar at some other point in time. But my big challenge with this guitar, because I'm colorblind, is the fret markers. These fret markers are supposedly brass rings. I've never had a guitar with brass rings for guitar markers, for fret markers. But because I'm colorblind, even though most people can see these, for me it's a very big challenge. I do have nice markers at the top. They work really nice because there is a high contrast there. But these, when I get playing, sometimes I lose my place and I actually forget where I'm playing. And of course I could hit some really sour notes doing that. So even though the guitar is a really nice guitar, it plays really nice, and it sounds really nice, when you're not confident about what you're going to be playing next, and then somebody hears you play a sour note, it's like, ugh, what in the world is going on? And it's really just because this particular guitar, even though it feels really nice, it doesn't have one feature that a guitar player like me needs, and that is a high contrast on the neck. I've learned over the years, and more recently, that I really prefer maple necks, a lighter colored maple, not necessarily even the roasted maple, but I like the maple neck with the black dot. To me, it forms a nice contrast. Now I do have a PRS that has something similar to what I'm going to put on the Schecter. Now this PRS is bound on the top, and it has a nice contrast with the fret marker. I'm going to shift my lighting here a little bit, see if this makes a difference. Okay, that's a little better. So the binding in a lighter color with the dark fret dots at the top work nicely with these abalone inlays on this PRS. This is a Piezo 2 SE hollow body, and this guitar is one of my favorites, and I don't have a problem with this neck because of the high contrast and the binding on the neck. So this guitar doesn't create a problem for me as far as getting lost when I play. So what I've got here, and I've already started to do the little process to get them ready for installation. Okay, so I've got the strip of stickers already cut. I don't know if you can see the lines, but I've got lines down between each one of the stickers, and what they say in the instructions is to take a straight edge, or take something, like a straight edge. I would recommend a straight edge, and draw a line down through the first layer, the clear layer, because there's apparently 3 layers here. So you've got the backing, which is this color that you see here. Then you've got the inlay that's between the two layers, and then you've got this plastic layer that covers over top of everything on this side. So then they say once you get everything cut, what you would do next is just take your pick and just kind of rub over the inlay sticker to make it more likely to stick to the plastic layer on top. And then once you've done that, you can peel the plastic layer off, and then the sticker stays connected to the plastic layer. So we're going to do that to all these with a guitar pick. Say you can use a guitar pick or your fingernail. I'm going to use a guitar pick, as you see, and then we're going to see if we can peel the sticker away from. Again, I'm not going to use this one, but I'm going to go ahead and just prepare it anyway. So I'm getting ready to put the first sticker, inlay sticker, on the guitar. So just to be certain that I've got this ready to go, I'm just going to touch it with a guitar pick again really quick. So there they are. I'm going to go ahead and lay them on each fret and try to get them square and in the center. And I'm not going to peel the plastic part off until I get them all in place. Okay, so that one came off really nice. Okay, I've already positioned the first two, so here I am with the third sticker, and I'll just move the guitar so you can see. I've positioned the first one on the first fret because that's an available sticker. Not all instruments, not all guitars have a first fret marker, but then I went to the third fret. Now I'm getting ready to do the fifth fret, and I'm leaving the clear paper on until I get all the stickers in place, and then I'll go back and I'll work with that to make sure everything is sticking well. And then I'll also be able to take a look at the alignment, how they all look like they're positioned on the neck, and I can, at that point, I can still change if I want to. So here comes the next one. It's coming right off. I did notice one thing about those brass rings. You can actually feel those. So I never noticed that they were there playing before, but you can actually feel those. And I think maybe on other guitars, depending on what the inlay is, you could probably feel, just feel that subtle difference there with your finger. Now you don't think about that when you're playing, so not so much of an issue thinking about, well, is this sticker, are you going to be able to feel this sticker or not? It's very, very thin, but supposedly very, very durable. So what I'm noticing about the 12th fret marker is that if you look at the dots on my guitar, well, we're looking at these larger ones actually, they're farther apart than they are on the sticker sheet. So what I've got to do is I've got to cut in between those two and separate them a little bit farther. Otherwise, they won't cover the dots. So I'm going to go ahead and do that, and it's going to cut a line right there, and I'll just peel them off separately and place them over top of each of the dots. Alright, I was able to get everything positioned, and when I got down to here, I noticed that there were two birds facing the same direction, and I liked this one better. So if you can see down here, I switched the direction of the last bird and didn't actually use them in order. So you do have some choice as to how you want to do it. So now I'm going to reposition the guitar down here, and I'm going to start back at headstock, and I'm going to do what the next step says to do, and that is push this down really tight to the surface of the fretboard. And then they want you to take this piece here and just really work that with your pick. And then you can peel this off, and it's supposed to stay there. Just to make sure, I'm going to do a little bit more on those little points. Alright, so we don't know really what this is going to be. I mean, they say that these have good reviews. They look pretty, actually, but we're just going to have to see if they stay, if you can feel them when you're playing. So, alright, I'm down to the 5th fret, and this will be the 3rd one. The first 2 turned out beautiful. I mean, you can just barely feel them. Very low profile. I'm sure they're going to be fine. You won't notice them, at least from what I can tell so far. But they are looking really, really good. So here's the 3rd one. Once you press those down onto the fretboard, they tend to really stick, and that's good. Now I can just barely see the brass ring underneath of it, and only because I know it's there. You can see the circle right under it, but I don't think that you can notice that if you didn't know it was there, because I'm looking at it directly under the light. But it looks beautiful so far, so we'll continue. Alright, I'm back at my desk, and I have got the finished product here, and it turned out really great. I'm hoping you can see that alright. Let me see if I can turn that a little bit differently. Turned out really, really nice, and I was concerned whether or not you could feel these, and you can. You actually can feel these, but I don't think this is going to create a problem with playability. And for me in particular, being colorblind, it's gonna make a big difference to be able to stay, where I belong on the neck board. It turned out really, really nice, and I think that it has a great appeal to it because it's kind of bluish like the guitar. It matches very well, but for me it really helps to tell where I'm at. So let's see if I can tell. Can't feel it at all. Can't even tell it's there. No, you can't even feel it. So it looks like a successful install. Hey, thanks again for making it to the end of this video. I want to just say, if you enjoyed this content, please hit the subscribe button, give me a thumbs up, and the notification bell. That way you'll be able to get notified anytime I put a new video out. So I appreciate you being here, and I'll see you next time.